Sometimes blues is the only music makes you feel good. Any other kind of music makes you feel horrible. But when you hear the blues, all of a sudden you feel okay.
If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I'd swim the seas for to ease your pain. In a night forlorn, while the morning's born, and the morning shines with the lights of love, you will miss sunrise if you close your eyes. That would break my heart in two. Lady's with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine. Luke and Lil agree, she's a sight to see, and a treasure for the poor to find. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I'd swim the seas for to ease your pain.
Can you recall the first time you performed in public?
Exactly.
Yeah?
I was in the 7th grade, and I just moved from Boulder, Colorado. My parents had just moved. I moved with them, to outside of Chicago, Illinois. And somebody heard, and I was the new kid in the 7th grade, and somebody heard that I played the guitar, and so a bunch of guys dared me to play the guitar at a sock hop. That was the first time I ever played for anybody that wasn't in my family or a good friend in the basement. And my mother had to drive me, and I played 4 songs. All the girls screamed, and I forgot the words. And I left, went back outside, got in my mother's car, and went home. And the next day at school, I was a hero. I fell in with all the best girls and guys.
Mm-hmm. When did you decide to become a folk singer?
In about 65 or 6, I was in college and playing on the weekends, and playing took over and college fell apart.
But was there a certain reason to become a folk singer?
It just seemed like a natural calling. There was one point when I realized, man, I could really do this. But it takes blowing everything off. It takes blowing your family off, money, security, happiness, friends, blow it off. Get a guitar.
And go.
And go. Which I did. And plus my progress toward being a lawyer was a little shaky anyway. It wasn't like I threw away a glittering law career. Well, I stood in line and left my name. It took about 6 hours or so. While the man just grinned like it was all a game, and they said they'd let me know.
I put in my time till the Pocono line shut down 2 years ago. I was living at the mission till I met Marie. I can't stay there no more. Well, a fella across town said he looking for a man, move some old cars around. Maybe me and Marie could find a burned out van and do a little settling down. Oh, but I'm just dreaming, I ain't got no ride, and the junkyard's a pretty good ways. That job's about a half week old, besides, be gone now anyway. Unemployment says I got no more checks, and they showed me to the hall. My brother died in Georgia some time ago. I got no one left to call. Well, summer wasn't bad below the bridge, a little short on food, that's all. Now I gotta get Marie some kind of coat. We're headed down into fall. I used to play the mouth harp pretty good. Used to hustle up a little dough. I got drunk and I woke up rolled a couple of months ago. They got my harp and they got my dollar, them low-life so-and-sos. The harps cost money and I ain't got it. It's my own fault, I suppose. Well, the Pocono's down, but the Chesapeake's running 2 freights every day. If it's just me, it'd be headed south, but Marie can't catch no train. Well, she got some pain and she thinks it's a baby, says we gotta wait and see. In my heart I know it's a little boy, hope he don't end up like me. But the man's still grinning, said he lost my file, I gotta stand in line again. I wanna kill him, but I just say no, I had enough of that line, my friend. Head back to the bridge, it's getting kind of cold. I'm feeling too low down to lie. Well, I guess I'll just tell Marie the truth. Hope she don't break down and cry. Oh, Marie, she didn't wake up this morning. She didn't even try. Just rolled over and went to heaven, my little boy's safe inside. I laid him in the sun where somebody find him, out of Chesapeake on the fly. Oh, Marie, you'll know I'm headed south, so's to meet me by and by. Oh, Marie, you'll know I'm headed south, so's to meet me by and by.
Both you and Guy Clark are considered as the godfathers of Texan folk. In what way do you think your style is typically Texan?
I suppose our accents.
Just the accent?
Well, you know, there's a certain country approach. There's a certain 3-chord approach. You know, 3 or 4 chords. No diminished or no.
Can
in
you
that
tell
way,
a
it's
bit more exactly.
Well, it's much closer to the kind of music you would play on your front porch growing up, or hear your grandmother play, or your stepfather play, and his buddies, than it is to sitting in a studio with a clarinet player from Juilliard and a bass player from the Lower East Side. I mean, it's much closer to home than that. There's no electronics involved, you know, other than microphone.
But the fact that
I mean, there's no echo or wah-wah or, which are all well and good. I mean, but you can tell the difference between me sitting there singing a song and a Beatles record. It's different. It's closer to the front porch.
How come that most of your songs are sad songs?
Well, you know, I don't think they're all that sad. I have a few that aren't sad. They're like hopeless, a totally hopeless situation. And the rest aren't sad. They're just the way it goes, kind of. I mean, you know, you don't think life's sad. No. But from recognizing the sadness, you can put it aside and be happy and enjoy the happy side of life. Blues is happy music.
Yes, I agree. But can you recall what made you write the song Nothing?
Well, I wrote that song right after I finished reading The Last Temptation of Christ by Nikos Kazantzakis, however long ago. And I was way on the road. I've been there for a long time. I was in New York, upstate New York. I've been reading that book and I finished it. Wow. Put it down and I picked up the guitar and wrote that song all at once, just like. That's where that song came from.
It's wonderful.
That's one of the, I mean, that's a sad song. Marie's a sad song too. Lungs is a sad song. But a lot of them aren't so sad. They're just a kind of melancholy way of describing the way things are and have always been. So. Hey mama, when you leave, don't leave a thing behind. I don't want nothing, I can't use nothing. Take care into the hall, and if you see my friends, tell them I'm fine, not using nothing. Almost burned out my eyes, threw my ears down to the floor. I didn't see nothing, I didn't hear nothing. I stood there like a block of stone, knowing all I had to know, and nothing more. Man, that's nothing. Brothers, our troubles are locked in each other's arms, and you better pray that they never find you. Your back ain't strong enough for burdens double fold. They crush you down into nothing. Being born is going blind, and bound down 1,000 times to echoes strung from pure temptation. Sorrow and solitude, these are the precious things, and the only words that are worth remembering. So hey mama, when you leave, don't leave a thing behind.
I don't want nothing. I can't use nothing. Take care into the hall. And if you see my friends, tell them I'm fine, not using nothing.
Anyway, Bill Graham and the Guru Maharaji were in Dallas. They had every hotel room, their followers, every single one in the whole county, Dallas County. And we had to go way, way, way to this little teeny place. There was nothing to do for 3 days. Sit there and talk to Daniel, my buddy. And finally I decided, well, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to write a song, or I'm not going to move till I'm finished. And I did that, and I sat there about 3 or 4 hours. And then first line of Pancho and Lefty kind of came along, and I wrote it, started writing, and almost finished it that night. I finished it the next day. It's kept me out of jail 2 or 3 times. One time I was caught for speeding. I was speeding, and I had an expired driver's license. And what else? No safety inspection, no tax sticker for my car. And I was traveling to Houston, between Austin and Houston, and these 2 young cops, one real blonde Nordic, one Mexican. You know, they weren't amused. I was sitting in the back seat. It's kind of, what do you do for a living, boy? They're younger than me, you know. I said, I'm a musician. And it was like, musician, huh? I said, yeah. At that time, Pancho and Lefty was #1 in all of, you know, everywhere, especially Texas. Just for the sake, let them know I'm a real musician. I said, you know that song, Pancho and Lefty? He kind of looked around and said, I wrote that. And they kind of looked at me, and they looked at each other. They kind of grinned, and they looked back and said, you didn't write that song. I said, sure I did. Living on the road, my friend, is going to keep you free and clean, da 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 da. William Earl recorded it. No sweat. Well, they looked back around, they had a little conference, and they turned around and said, well, we're going to dismiss the speeding charges. And if you get a new driver's license when you get to Houston or Austin, and just send it to the judge, you won't have to pay anything on that. We're going to write you up for this expired sticker, but all you have to do is get one and send $5 in a copy of your sticker to the judge in whatever county it was, and that'll be that. I was like, thanks, you know. And I was sitting there, and I was getting out of the car, and I said, why, you know, I appreciate it. Why'd y'all do that? He said, well, our call numbers, when we're needed, 2 state troopers, are Pancho and Lefty on the radio. Pancho and Lefty, Pancho and Lefty, come in. I was like, wow, that's... Mm-hmm. And then eventually one little, I believe in, once the cops let you go, the rules don't say anything else, just leave. Right. But I hung around and I said, hey, just out of curiosity, you guys, which one is Pancho and which one is Lefty? And it turns out the Viking is Lefty and the Mexican was Pancho.
Living on the road, my friend, was gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath's as hard as kerosene. You weren't your mama's only boy, but a favorite one it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye, sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel, wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, on a desert stand in Mexico, and nobody heard his dying words. Oh, but that's the way it goes. And all the federales say they could have had him any day and only let him hang around. out of kindness, I suppose. Well, Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to grow. Oh, ain't nobody knows. And all the federales say they could have had him any day, only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. The poet's tale of Pancho fell. Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold, so the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He just did what he had to do. Oh, now he's growing old. And a few great federales say they could have had him any day, they only let him go so wrong out of kindness, I suppose. A few great federales say they could have had him any day, they only let him go so wrong out of kindness, I suppose.
Are there any goals, Max?
Well, I'm gonna do this new album with all new songs. And then, you know, I mean, I have a lot of goals, but I have my father, and that's a goal in itself. That kind of stuff. But I'd like to write just some songs that are so good that, you know, nobody understands them, including me. That would be good. So when I get this new album done, and I have an anthology coming out, this new CD right now, the live one, and a bunch of stuff. My main goal, I'm trying to psych myself into, is to finish this new album and get it recorded properly. And then after that's done, you know, I'll just go to sleep. And if I wake up, I'll decide what to do. I always, sometimes I get real tired when it gets real long. I get tired of being on the road. I get home and I'm thinking, boy, I'm just gonna hang around and write and just get all rested. And then my booking agent will call and he'll say, somebody just canceled in Chicago Thursday night, you want to go? You bet. Here we go again. So,
are you a happy man, Towns?
oh yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm subject occasionally to what they call violent mood swings, but hardly at all. I'm pretty happy. I'm just so just kind of sitting around waiting for the axe to fall. Where's it going to fall next? You know? Can't worry about it.
Well, the name she gave was Caroline, the daughter of a miner. And her ways were free, and it seemed to me the sunshine walked beside her. Oh, she come from Spencer, across the hill. She said her pa had sent her while her coal was low, and soon the snow would turn the skies to winter. Well, she said she'd come to look for work. She was not seeking favors for a dime a day and a place to stay. She turned those hands to labor. But the times were hard, Lord, and her jobs were few. All through Tecumseh Valley, she asked around, and a job she found, tending bar for Gypsy Sally. Oh, she saved enough to get back home when spring replaced the winter. But her dreams were denied. Her pa had died. Oh, the word come down from Spencer. Oh, she turned to whoring out on the streets with all the lust inside her. There was many a man returned again, or to lay himself beside her. Well, they found her down beneath the stairs. It led to Gypsy Sally's, and in her hand when she died was a note that cried, fare thee well, Tecumseh Valley. Oh, the name she gave was Caroline, the daughter of a miner, and her ways were free, and it seemed to me the sunshine walked beside her.
Around when that song came through the window, happened to be, me sitting there. So I just wrote it down, it felt like. It's called the Buckskin Stallion Blues. I heard her sing in tongues of silver. I heard her cry on a summer storm. I loved her, but she did not know it.
so I don't think about her anymore. Now she's gone and I can't believe it, so I don't think about her anymore. If 3 and 4 was 7 only, where would that leave 1 and 2? If love can be and still be lonely, where does that leave me and you? Time there was and time there will be, where does that leave me and you? Well, if I had a buckskin stallion, I'd tame him down and ride away. Well, if I had a flying schooner, I'd sail into the light of day. If I had your love forever, sail into the light of day. Pretty songs and pretty places, places that I've never seen. Pretty songs and pretty faces, tell me what their laughter means. Some look like they'll cry forever, tell me what their laughter means. Well, if I had a buckskin stallion, I'd tame him down and ride away. If I had a golden galleon, I'd sail into the light of day. If I had your love forever, sail into the light of day. That song, I figured out after I wrote it, is 1/2 about a horse and 1/2 about a girl. And I still miss the horse. Okay, this is called the Dollar Bill Blues. Well, if I had a dollar bill, yes, I believe I surely will, go to town and drink my fill early in the morning. Little darling, she's a red-haired thing, man, she makes my legs to sing. Wanna buy a diamond ring early in the morning. Well, mother was a golden girl. I slit her throat just to get her pearls. Cast myself into a whirl before a bunch of swine. It's a long way down the Harlan Road, busted back in a heavy load. Won't get through to save my soul early in the morning. Well, always been a gambling man. I can roll them bones with either hand. 7 is the promised land, early in the morning. All whiskey be my dying bed. Tell me where to lay my head. Not with me is all she said early in the morning. Well, if I had $1 bill, yes, I believe I surely will. Go to town and drink my fill early in the morning. Of all the songs I ever wrote, that's the only one my mother couldn't stand. Well, this song is called No Place to Fall. I wrote this song about my wife almost 3.5 years before I ever met her, which is something to think about. Well, if I had no place to fall and I needed to, could I count on you or to lay me down? Well, I'd never tell you no lies. I don't believe it's wise. You got pretty eyes. Won't you spin me round? I ain't much of a lover, it's true. Well, I'm here, then I'm gone, and I'm forever blue. But I'm sure wanting you. The sky's full of silver and gold. Try to hide the sun, but it can't be done. At least not for long. And if we help each other grow while the light of day smiles down our way, oh, we can't go wrong. Well, time, she's a fast old train. She's here, then she's gone, and she won't come again. Won't you take my hand? Well, if I had no place to fall, and I needed to, could I count on you? Or to lay me down? Well, here's a new song. Pretty new song. Hasn't been recorded yet. It's a sad song about a sad situation. The homeless of the land. In America, it's becoming a bigger problem by the minute. And now, you know, winter's on the way. Anyway, this is called Marie. Well, I stood in line and left my name. Took about 6 hours or so. While a man just grinned like it was all a game. Said they'd let me know. I put in my time till the Pocono line shut down 2 years ago. I was living at the mission till I met Marie. I can't stay there no more. Well, a fella across town said he's looking for a man, move some old cars around. Maybe me and Marie could find a burned out van, do a little settling down. Oh, but I'm just dreaming, I ain't got no ride, and the junkyard's a pretty good ways. That job's about a half week old, besides, be gone now anyway. Unemployment says I got no more checks. They showed me to the hall. My brother died in Georgia some time ago. I got no one left to call. Well, summer wasn't bad below the bridge, a little short on food, that's all. Now I gotta get Marie some kind of coat. We're headed down into fall. I used to play the mouth harp pretty good. I used to hustle up a little dough. Oh, but I got drunk and I woke up rolled a couple of months ago. They got my harp and they got my dollar, them low-life so-and-sos. Harps cost money and I ain't got it. It's my own fault, I suppose. Ought to Poconos down, but the Chesapeake's running 2 freights every day. If it's just me, it'd be headed south, but Marie can't catch no train. Well, she got some pain and she thinks it's a baby. Said we gotta wait and see. In my heart I know it's a little boy. Hope he don't end up like me. But a man still grinning said he lost my file. I gotta stand in line again. I wanna kill him, but I just say no. I had enough of that line, my friend. I head back to the bridge. It's getting kinda cold. I'm feeling too low down to lie. I guess I'll just tell Marie the truth. Hope she don't break down and cry. Oh, Marie, she didn't wake up this morning. She didn't even try. Oh, she just rolled over and went to heaven. My little boy's safe inside. I laid him in the sun where somebody find him. Caught a Chesapeake on the fly. Now Marie'll know I'm headed south, so's to meet me by and by. Oh, Marie'll know I'm headed south, so's to meet me by and by. Well, this has been, well, let me play 2 more. I'll play this one. This song is called Nothing. And this is a pretty serious blues song. I always say that if you understand this song, then the first thing in the morning, you should seek some professional help. Anyway, I have a dear friend, Calvin Russell and the Characters, who have a new album out you should look for. It'll be here soon. It's doing real well in France already. This song is on there. They do a rock and roll version. Hey, Mama, when you leave, don't leave a thing behind. I don't want nothing. I can't use nothing. Take care into the hall. And if you see my friends, tell them I'm fine, not using nothing. Almost burned out in my eyes, through my ears down to the floor. I didn't see nothing. I didn't hear nothing. I stood there like a block of stone, knowing all I had to know and nothing more. Man, that's nothing. As brothers, our troubles are locked in each other's arms, and you better pray they never find you, 'cause your back ain't strong enough for burdens double fold. They'd crush you down, down into nothing. Being born is going blind, bowing down 1,000 times to echoes strung on pure temptation. Sorrow and solitude, these are the precious things and the only words that are worth remembering. Hey, Mama, when you leave, don't leave a thing behind. I don't want nothing. I can't use nothing. Take care into the hall. And if you see my friends, tell them I'm fine, not using nothing. Well, don't forget to look for that record. It's a real good record, and Calvin and Leland and David are old friends and great musicians. This has been a pleasure, everyone. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I'd swim the seas for to ease your pain. In a night forlorn, all the morning's born, and the morning shines with the lights of love. And you will miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would break my heart in two. Ladies with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine, looping lily She's a sight to see and a treasure for the poor to find. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I'd swim the seas for to ease your pain. Danke well and adios.